Alright guys, it's me, Willy, back on the screen, and now I have just one box, but it is a sweet and big box. This is a Severin sales bag that I got from the last sale that they had, and it's got some new stuff and some older stuff, so let's check out and dig deep what I got this time. Okay, first up is some sort of film called Brides of Blood. Okay, these are this kind of like a grindhouse pictures, which I really do like. And this was directed by Eddie Romero, so you can probably guess from that that this is an Filipino film. Eddie Romero was one of those guys in the Philippines who made these kind of cheapo horror B flicks, and by the looks of it, this is exactly that. So this is how it looks, and yeah, Brides of Blood, just one Blu-ray disc. The first sex and gore Blood Island classic, remastered uncut in 4K for the first time ever. Must be a very, very funny film. And then something called Mummy and the Jackals, and this was a new feature. And okay, if the film is called Mummy and the Jackals, I'll be the first one to get it. Not necessarily the first one, but this was something that I certainly put on in the shopping cart when I read it. A genuine kitsch masterpiece, the worldwide disc premiere plus bonus sexploitation feature. Okay, this is directed by some guy called Oliver Drake, and I have never even heard about this film, nor I have heard about this guy Oliver Drake. But the cover page is absolutely mind-boggling. Werewolf fighting a vampire reminds me of our film Bring Me the Blood of the Werewolf, where there was also mummy and werewolf fighting. Experience the notorious 1969 horror epic that has been barely seen since its fly-by-night VHS release, while existing mostly with sordid rumors for more than 50 years. Over 2 hours of special features that include thoroughly lost Vega International adult feature Angelica the Young Vixen, scanned from the Soul Surviving print. A must-see study in bad film sorcery. Okay, that is something that gets my juices flowing, doesn't it? Okay, 10. Yes, the horror masterpiece, Dario Argento's. You could say that it is his final, like a proper job, final, like a great horror picture. It's not on par with something like Tenebrae or Suspiria, but I think opera has its moments for sure. This was this from year 1987 or 88, but late 80s. Kind of like a final breath of Italian genre cinema filmmaking. What we have here is a 4K Ultra HD, and this was the last like great Dario Argento films that were still missing the 4K release. Now there's a lot of Dario Argento films from 90s and 2000s that don't have a 4K release, but generally these are considered like an inferior work. And this is a 5-disc release. First we have film on 4K Ultra HD, then we have film director's cut and US cut on Blu-ray. And what cut? Director's cut is, and also the first disc also has the export cut and US cut on 4K and Blu-ray. Then the Blu-ray, and then director's cut. Why is there 2 director's cuts? Okay, there's a special aspect ratio, because this is director's cut and US cut on Blu-ray in 2:35 to 1 aspect ratio, and this is 9.85 to 1 aspect ratio, so it's a different framing, I suppose. Okay, then we have additional extras, and I think we have also in the third disc we have some extras, and then we have motion picture soundtrack. I really do like when Severin does these soundtracks as well. And the packaging, this is the original artwork, and I really like the new artwork as well. And that's not all. We also have a booklet about opera. Essays about the making of film and whatnot. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Yeah, alright. That's the opera. It's an opera. Do you know what film is that from? Okay, 10. Another Eddie Romero film. And these were cheap. These were like $7 or $8. This and this. These I got from the offer. And this is Mad Doctor of Blood Island. And this was the Brightest of Blood. So maybe this is a part of the... it's gotta be a part of the Blood Island trilogy. Looks very, very fine. Yeah, this is from 1969 and this is from 1968, so maybe this is the last part of the trilogy. And what do you know? Werewolf in Girls' Dormitory. And hey, this was also on sale, really cheap price. And I really do like the artwork in this and this and this and also in this. Werewolf in Girls' Dormitory is, I think this is a American film. Yeah. Directed by Richard Benson, 69. Okay, Italian and Spanish. So this is an Italian film. And by the looks of the pictures in the back cover, it seems to be a black and white film. Okay. Werewolf in Girls' Dormitory. I have absolutely... I'm speechless. I don't know what types of films they are. Well, I know what types of films they are. They are schlocky and, in general sense, bad films. Okay, hey, 10. Oh yeah, yes. Wild Beasts, an Italian 1980s horror slugger directed by, was it Franco Prosperi? No, it says Daniele Petrucci. Who might that be? But this is actually something that I have previously seen. This was released in on DVD in Finland also, and I do have the Night Beasts on the glorious Transworld Video VHS, but now it was time to upgrade it to the Blu-ray. A film by Franco e Prosperi. Okay, it was a Franco e Prosperi, yeah. Written and directed by, okay, this was a soundtrack arranged by Daniele Petrucci, okay. Okay, but this film is funny in that sense that there's this zoo that for one reason or other, some kind of LSD was distributed to the water supply of this zoo, and this makes the animals in the zoo go berserk. And then they run in the city and stomp people. I have actually seen this a couple of times, and I remember this being a very funny film. But it has been so long since I last seen it, so my memory doesn't serve me that well anymore. But then we have The Mad Bomber, yeah, with Vince Edwards, Chuck Connors and Newell Brand. Okay, Mad Bomber from Severin Films, and also like Wild Beast, this was a special sale film, very, very cheap, maybe a little bit more because this has a slipcover, $10, $11, something like that, but I have seen this. And it was directed by the Mr. Big himself, Bert E. Gordon. Something to do with the guy putting bombs in the city. And I have actually seen this on the VHS, The Mad Bomber, Hullu Terroristi, Maniac Terrorist. This is a Gerrit video release with these kind of very crummy but kind of awesome television screen covers. I think these covers are actually done by the guys in the video label. They actually took a picture from the television screen to make a video cover, because I don't think they had access to the artwork like they had here. Here I have the Severin, the Goat Red DVD. I'm not sure, but was this released by Goat Red on Blu-ray? Probably not. But this I have watched, and this too, and now it is time next to watch it on the Severin Blu-ray. Can't really remember too much about this film either. Okay, 10. Yeah, Blood Farmers. Invasion of the Blood Farmers. This has been quite a few times in my shopping cart, but I don't know why previously I had not bought this, but it looks like a fun grindhouse slasher splatter film with some crazed farm people going nuts and killing people with pitchforks. Looking forward to seeing this film, directed by Ed Rudlum from the year 1972. But yeah, it says here, a complete whack job of a film. Mind-numbingly bizarre attempt at low-budget horror that's always entertaining and absolutely worth seeing. Rock Shock Pop has commented like that. The 70s grindhouse classic now scanned from original negative with bonus materials. Alright. Hey, this is this anti-theft sticker at the top of the case. The Blu-ray looks like this. Yeah. Okay. Still more. A film by Lucio Fulci. Yes, The Psychic. Oh yes. Actually, this is a Lucio Fulci film that I have never seen. And this is, was this like a last Halloween Severin release? Didn't get it. I think it was a bit too expensive, but now it was on sale. I think it was $28 or something. But yeah, it was a lot cheaper than it was first released. And hey, we have great looking slipcover. We have a booklet about the Psychic and Lucio Fulci, works of Lucio Fulci. And then, of course, we have it on 4K Ultra HD. It's great time to be alive when you get like these obscure Italian films from the late 80s on 4K. That's great. I like it. I really like it. But if I understand it correctly, this is probably not Lucio Fulci's best work, but hey, you gotta catch all Lucio Fulci's now, don't you? Hey, okay, film on 4K Ultra HD on the disc 1, 10 film on Blu-ray and the extras here, and 10 additional extras. Okay, this is a 4-disc release, god damn. And then, of course, a Sette Notte in Nero soundtrack for the film. So 4-disc release of this marginal film, The Psychic. So yeah, I really do like that they do these kind of like a very premium releases. And I think the artwork is great, and it has this embossing here. I really do like the embossing. Ooh, it feels great. Looking forward in seeing this the first time. Okay, 10. The Great Alligator. What's up, Alligator? This is also something I have seen. Sergio Martino, Ihmissyöjä krokotiili on Nordic video. This means like a man-eating crocodile. I have seen it, but I really can't remember anything about this film. But actually, I ordered this the last time I ordered from Severin. It was early summer or late spring when I ordered, but they forgot to put this in the last box. If you have seen my last unboxing of the box I got from Severin, I was kind of like I didn't remember this, but then I was like searching the box and I thought, wait a second, didn't I order also the Great Alligator Ultra HD? And then I contacted the Severin Films and they said, oh yeah, sorry, we forgot, but we will add it in the next package or send it separately if you're not if you are unwilling to order. But I said, never mind, send it in the next package. And The Great Alligator is here on 4K Ultra HD. Another one of these Italian, kind of like obscure animal horror films. And if I remember correctly, this was okay. Not a classic, but a-okay. It says here, an undiscovered gem. It blends the tropes of Jaws ripoffs, the Italian cannibal genre, and Irvin Allen's disaster films with non-stop carnage. Starring Claudio Cassinelli, Barbara Bach. Oh, Barbara Bach, yeah. In my opinion, Barbara Bach is one of the best Bonds ever made. The Spy Who Loved Me. She's gorgeous. and also Mel Ferrer, who got killed on the set of Twilight Zone of the movie. Hey, the slipcover looks very nice as well. And now, let's check it out later. Great. Fucking A. And then finally we have some stickers in the usual Severin fashion. And then what do you know? Okie dokie. It's a t-shirt. Yeah. Oh my god, this is great. This is fucking awesome. 2020, the Texas Gladiators. I'll put it on. Now I have on 2020 Texas Gladiators. I think it's a great fit. It's an XL size. Well, I think I could fit my belly in L size as well. But I think most of the time the XL has a better fit for my size. And yeah, okay, that's that. And then obviously, okie dokie, obviously we have this, one of the last missing pieces that is missing from the puzzle of Italian post-apocalyptic cinema. And when I heard that they were doing this, I was like, yes! And then I realized it's gonna be even 4K Ultra HD. I was like, oh man, my life is now complete. And hey, it's a great looking slipcover, original artwork here, and this cover too is fantastic. And what's with this cover? Okay, this cover, we have the cover with the cowboy hat. In this German DVD that I got some, I don't know, early 2000s, it says here Odergeschnitten, which means that it's supposed to be uncut. Limited uncut edition. Well, this is nothing. This isn't at all uncut. This is even as cut as the Finnish Texas V2000 tape. And this is a strange release because in the Finnish version, this guy doesn't have a cowboy hat on. And the background is a little bit different also in this cowboy hat cover. This is more like a Western style cover, and this is like trying not to be so Western. And here we have the uncut Greek tape too, and this too has the Western setting and the cowboy hat. So I don't understand why they chose to do kind of similar cover, but not to feature the cowboy hat or the Western town. Let's see if this does have the... Okay. We have a reversible sleeve, but no cowboy hat. This is like a very separate cover too. I mean, the CD soundtrack listing is even another variant of this cover. Clearly the background here is quite different than in the previous covers. But for the most important thing, yes, this includes 2020 Texas Gladiators on 4K Ultra HD, man. And I watched it and I was loving the hell of it. I have seen this many times. And this has been previously pretty hard film to find. I don't think there was never DVD and no Blu-ray, but now we have 4K Ultra HD, and then we have Blu-ray, and then we have the soundtrack, because this film has kind of crummy but awesome post-apocalyptic Italian synthesizer soundtrack. Hey, it was a great package, and this was great fun to watch again, the 2020 Texas Gladiators. And this even got an interview from Al Cliver, Joe D'Amato, and from Luigi Montefiore. You might know him better as George Eastman. And I didn't know that George Eastman was mostly responsible for directing this film. And if you're wondering why this film has so choppy storytelling, it was because they shot like first 20 minutes with Al Cliver, and later thought that yeah, we will invent the story as we go on, and then they continued. Luigi Montefiore continued directing this movie without any script. So things just happen in this film. Like, people know each other, even though it's like it is missing very many scenes in between. But yeah, don't let that bother you. Just enjoy the crummy action, and it's pretty violent. So enjoy the synthesizer score and the action scenes and the gore, and you will like it. And it is also starring Sabriani Siani, and of course she's nude in this film as well. Okay, I don't think this is the best of these Italian post-apocalyptic film, but certainly not the worst. I think this is a great addition to your Italian action film collection. Yeah. So that was my Severin package for this time. Hey, did you like it? I did like it, and now I have so many films to watch again. So I better go and watch. Put in the comments if you have any questions, and hit that like button and subscribe the channel. I'll be signing off now, and I thank you for watching this another unbox. Bye bye. See you. Din 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 din.